Hello, I'm Marlis Arnold, trade show marketing consultant and author of the book, Build a Better Trade Show Image. Welcome to the Trade Show Insights podcast with news, tips, and tools to expand your knowledge of exhibiting. Today, we're talking about how to take a giant leap in your exhibit marketing strategy. Today is Leap Day, which brings to mind the famous quote from astronaut Neil Armstrong, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Now, while it may be a stretch to say that exhibiting could offer a giant leap for all mankind, it can offer a giant leap for your business. Next week is the annual EXHIBITOR Show in Vegas, where the industry's movers and shakers will be showing off what's new in exhibit design, promotional tools, booth attractions, and lead management. I'll be walking the show to discover and report back to you on what I find that can help you make a leap. So, what defines a giant leap for you? Over the years, I've watched clients take all kinds of leaps in their exhibit marketing strategy. Sometimes it's simply signing up to exhibit at a show they've never participated in before, or upsizing their booth to gain more visibility at a show that really has their ideal target audience. It could be as basic as raising the bar on how many leads they want to gather. For example, one company that started out telling me they wanted 3 or 4 strong leads, which could produce a decent revenue since they sell high-end equipment. But after we discussed the show's audience potential and what they could accomplish within the footprint of their booth, they increased that goal to 50. And they came home with close to 80 leads. Now, sometimes, because I've been an exhibitor many times, sometimes I'm the one taking the leap. I remember one of the first times I upgraded to being a sponsor. It turned out to be the best way to drive results at a show where traffic was just dismally slow. You know it's not a good sign when you arrive at your assigned booth to discover another exhibitor is already set up in your space. Somehow I had been moved to the far corner of the room with 2 other exhibits along the side of the main stage. Great location, right? Not exactly. There was nothing else on that side of the room to draw people other than the fact that they were looking at our booths while watching speakers on the stage. But as a sponsor, I was able to insert a postcard in the registration bag and put an ad in the program, although both of those had incorrect booth numbers on them. But at least I had also done a pre-show scavenger hunt, so people came with their forms filled out and ready to talk to me. They made the extra effort to find me in my alternate location, ready with questions and comments because they had already explored on my website and knew something about me. The final result? My leads totaled about 10% of all conference attendees, and they were all highly qualified. After chatting with some of the other exhibitors, including some that are household names that you'd recognize, I learned that my booth likely saw more traffic than most of the others at the show. There are so many more examples from over the years I could share with you. I've known exhibitors who turned their display sideways to attract attention. They've broken the no barriers rule with a VIP-style velvet rope entry into a walled space. And they've done show-stopping promotions that created buzz and leads. I hope to discover more of these examples next week in Vegas. But since I can't be at every show, please share in the comments below what giant leap examples you've seen or have implemented yourself in trade shows that you attend. Trade Show Insights is protected by the Creative Commons copyright license. You may feel free to share this recording with colleagues as long as it is shared in its entirety and is not used for commercial purposes. To learn more, please see the link in the show notes. Well, that's it for this episode of Trade Show Insights. Be sure to check out our show notes at tradeshowinsights.com. Until next time, I'm Marlis Arnold. Thanks for listening.